Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all in the Leaders Odyssey online homeschooling system. Dear students of grade 6, here's your computer science subject, first class, module 1, task 1. Dear students, let's see the objectives. The development of computers, Antikythera mechanism, Abacus, Pascaline, Babbage's difference engine, Analytical engine. The use of electricity from calculating engine to first true computer, first generation computer, characteristics, ENIAC computer. Computer science may not have been around for long, but people have used various methods since ancient times to make calculations and to communicate. The devices they used could be considered as primitive computers. For example, there was astronomical calculator that today we call that Antikythera mechanism and Abacus etc. Antikythera mechanism. It is also called as world first analog computer or astronomical calculator. It was used for astronomical measurement. In 1900, it was found by Greek sponge divers named Valerius Stas. It was 2200 years old computer. It was found at the Greek island of Antikythera. Now it is kept in the National Archaeological Museum in Athens. Dear students, Antikythera mechanism is the world's first analog computer. It was used by ancient Greek to chart the movement of sun, moon, and planets. It was used to predict lunar and solar eclipses and even signal the next Olympic Games. It was 2000 or someone says 2200 years old astronomical calculator, and it could also add, multiply, divide and subtract. Dear students, see the concept is rather unusual. Instead of transmitting power, the gears are designed to make calculation that makes it the world's first computer. Abacus. The next one is abacus. Counting frame or calculating tool used for mathematical calculations. It was made of beads, rods, wires and wooden frame. It was made by Sir Tim Cranmer. Someone says it was invented in 2200 BC, but some others says it was invented in 1300 BC. BC stands for before Christ. Nowadays it is still used in Japan, China, the Middle East, Russia, especially by individuals who are blind or to teach arithmetic to children. See abacus pictures here. Dear students, Sir Tim Cranmer invented a counting frame or calculating tool. It was used for mathematical calculation. It was made of beads, rods, wire, wooden frame. It was 2200 BC or 1300 BC. See, wooden frame, beads, rods, wires, that's all you can see here. Pascaline. The next one is Pascaline. In the year 1642, French mathematician and philosopher Blaise Pascal invented world's first mechanical calculator. It was used for mathematical calculation. It consists of input dial, output windows and stylus. Dear student, to use this calculator, the user dialed in numbers on the wheels using a pointed tool. You can see here, this is the pointed tool they use on the wheels. For example, to add numbers, the user turned the wheels clockwise. You can see here a clear picture of Pascaline, Blaise Pascal's Pascaline. On the top of the calculator, You can see here 0, 2, 0, 0 and 5. Those are that what so-called output windows. Just below these you can see here nice little round circles covered by numbers. Here you can see numbers with almost look like bicycle wheels that are input dials. Each input dial is divided into 10 parts by a set of spokes. What is the spokes? Spokes are the spaces between the rods in the input dials. Between the rods in the input dial, the spaces are called spokes. Difference engine. Difference engine first created by Charles Babbage. It is an automatic mechanical calculator designed to tabulate polynomial functions. Dear students, its difference engine. He starts his work on 1822, but on 1832 he lost his interest. Why? Because in 1833 means from the difference engine, 10 years later he got a new idea and he lost his interest. What was his new idea? It was analytical engine. You can see here and the analytical engine. The use of electricity. An important step in the development of computer was the use of electricity and the construction of electronic parts just before the mid 20th century. During the Second World War, machines were created to decode enemy messages and later these machines developed into computers. Further progress in the evolution of computer was brought about by changes in the technology people used during different periods of time. Based on these changes, four generations of computers came, and now fifth is in progress. From calculating engine to first true computer. During the 40s, 50s, the first electronic computer appeared, completely changing calculating engines. These computers did not simply make numerical calculations, as most of the earlier machines, but processed data to produce useful information. For the first time, people built a machine which tried to imitate brain function. First generation computer. Now we start the generations of computer and today we will learn about first generation of computer as well. We will learn its characteristics, its examples, technology, in short everything whatever you should know about first generation computer. The first generation computers were programmed to carry out orders automatically. They used vacuum tubes for circuitry and magnetic drums for memory. Several thousands of these vacuum tubes were connected using cables in order to operate. Dear students, batch operating system was used in this first generation computer as operating system. Punch card, paper tape, magnetic tape was used as input and output devices. Computers in this generation used machine code as the programming language. Characteristics. The main feature of the first generations are vacuum tubes technology, unreliable, very costly, generated a lot of heat, need of AC, slow input and output devices, huge in size, non-portable, consumed a lot of electricity. The examples of the first generations are ENIAC, EDVAC, UNIVAC, IBM 701, IBM 650. Dear students, what is vacuum tube? Vacuum tube looks like a little lamp. It operated as a switch that opened and closed continuously to process the information. Now let's see the first most famous computer of that time. ENIAC computer. ENIAC stands for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It was the first electronic computer used for general purpose such as solving numerical problems. This was the first type of electronic computer. It was often enormous, taking up entire room. It was 63 square meter and weighed 30 tons. Dear students, the UNIVAC and ENIAC are the examples of first generation computers. The UNIVAC was the first commercial computer delivered to a business client, the US Census Bureau, in 1951. Dear students, wish you lots of luck. Hope these lectures and topics are very clear to you. Dear students, watch the video 3 to 4 times at least. Take care. Allah Hafiz.